The big question as of now remains, is Nepal also going the Sri Lanka way? Nepal has now banned the import of luxury goods to avert a forex crisis. But what does this mean? 10 products will no longer be imported to the Himalayan nation till July. This includes cigarettes and other tobacco products, diamonds, mobile phones, color televisions, certain automobiles and also motorcycles, toys, alcohol, playing cards and even snacks. Nepal's economic crisis is very similar to that of Sri Lanka. An economic disaster has been brewing here for a while now. The Himalayan nation is dealing with falling remittances. Tourism earnings are at an all-time low. And the COVID-19 pandemic was the final nail in the coffin. All of this combined with the budget deficit has now dented the Nepal economy. The central bank says that it has only enough reserves to cover 6 months of imports. Nepal's situation is very similar to that of Sri Lanka. For starters, both the economies are heavily reliant on tourism. So pandemic battered their industries and in turn their economies. Secondly, both the countries rely heavily on imports even for essential commodities. And thirdly, both Nepal and Sri Lanka have limited exports for forex reserves. So currently the import ban is aimed at being a quick fix. Currently, Nepal's trade deficit rose by nearly 34.5%, while its forex reserves have fallen below $10 billion. And for now, Nepal's import ban is a good short-term measure. It will help shore up the country's fiscal position. But in the long run, the government will need to do more, like taking measures to boost foreign investment and, of course, export earnings. For more details about the Nepal economic crisis, our correspondent Saloni Murarka sends us the latest in this next report coming from Kathmandu in Nepal. Take a look.
In a bid to minimize the outflow of the money, the Nepal government has banned the import of 10 luxury goods. This is coming at a time when the country's foreign reserves are at critical lows. The item includes tobacco, alcohol, automobiles. Officials say that it is a step towards protecting the ailing economy. Inflation concerns grew in Nepal just when Sri Lanka is facing its worst economic crisis. Due to the widening trade deficit and the widening BOPs and the decreasing in the remittance inflows and the foreign reserves, Nepal government had earlier also placed some restrictions on the luxury items. Saloni Murarka for WION World is One in Kathmandu, Nepal.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.